Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Corin, also known as the Kitten Choreographer, and I'm a teen with a passion for animal rescue and in particular kitten rescue. So I'm so sorry that I've been absent for the past couple weeks. Pretty much in all of my social media, I've really just not been at my best mental health wise, and so I did decide to take a break. I did let you guys know that I was taking a break over on my Instagram stories, so if you're not following me over there at the Kitten Choreographer, I definitely recommend that you do, just to be updated on when I'm going to be taking a break from any platforms, basically. Again, I'm really sorry that I was absent, and of course I'm sorry that this video is not cat related at all. I basically just wanted to do a life update, and I thought it would be easy to put on some makeup while I was doing that. You can see I have this really cute ColourPop Baby Yoda palette that we're going to be using today. It's so cute, and I happen to have gotten a little bit of new makeup, some of which I haven't tried, some of which I've only tried once or twice, and so I thought we would play with some of that. I happen to have gotten like 3 new foundations in the past couple weeks, and I'm kind of overwhelmed. Like, I don't know how people who do beauty YouTube like do it, because 2 of them were rather cheap. This I grabbed on a whim at CVS because I didn't know they sold Flower Beauty there until I went the other day. And the other one, the Stay Naked foundation from Urban Decay, I saved up and planned to get for so long. And then I finished up a foundation and was like, okay, it's time to get it. And then I got another ColourPop tinted moisturizer because I didn't have one of those and I wanted one. So anyways, it's crazy. But I only have a few new products and some ones that I've used quite a lot. Like this highlighter, you can see I really like. You can see it there, but we'll be using that. Sorry if you hear any background noise or if the camera gets moved around a little bit or if you see a cat right there. My house is crazy. Basically, I have a mirror kind of right next to me, sitting on a stool. The cats can get on the stool. I don't know. It's gonna be a mess. But thank you for just sitting along, and hopefully this video might be interesting. So I zoomed you guys in a little bit because we're going to be starting with the eyes, and I'm gonna take my Urban Decay primer potion to just start. This stuff is almost out. I have a backup ready, but I'm kind of just at the point where I have to like squeeze it up instead of using the little doe foot because I am almost out of it. Which shows I try and use up a good bit of my makeup. Of course, I have so much of it that I'm not going to use it all up. But I try and use up as much as I can. I forgot to mention all of this makeup that I'm going to be using is cruelty-free, and I'm pretty sure all of it is vegan. Basically, I've been vegan for a little over a year now, or about exactly a year now. There was a situation in my life where I had to not become vegan, or like become and eat meat and dairy and stuff and like other things for a little bit. So I did eat that for a little bit, and it didn't make me feel as guilty as I thought it would. Basically, I've been vegan for the environment and for animals, and basically I've been really unfulfilled with being vegan lately. At first it was like, honestly, I can't believe I'll ever go back. But now it's like, you know, like I love animals and stuff, and I don't think I'd ever go back to eating meat regularly again. But I'm kind of thinking I might just be vegetarian for a little bit and just see how that is for me, because I'm really been... Oh, hi, Smee. Smee came over to say hi. This is Smee, one of my cats. I've recently foster failed him. He's such a cute boy. He loves to be picked up, and he loves to be held, and he loves to get kisses. You want it down to play though? I know you're really playful right now because you're super wiggly. But I think I'm gonna try and eat vegan most of the time. But if I'm out with some friends and I want to grab a dessert or entree that's not vegan, I'm gonna go for it, basically. We can talk more about this in a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with a tutorial. Like I said, I have this little Baby Yoda palette from ColourPop. Sorry, the child. I haven't watched The Mandalorian very much, just a few episodes. Star Wars, you have to be in the right mindset for me to watch it. You open it up and it says cutest in the galaxy. It's so cute. I saw this and I had to buy it, basically. And here's what the inside looks like. I've used it once already, and I played with this row over here, so I've only really done a neutral eye look with it, but I definitely want to play with some of the greens today. I have an eye look in mind, so let me grab a brush for that. So I have this brush from Morphe, the M433. I only have one brush from Morphe, but this is the only brush I have that's like a blender brush, but it's like flatter on one end, so I decided to use it. I'm gonna take this mint shade Baby Face and just put that through my crease and load up the brush. And then sorry, my hair is everywhere. When I do makeup, I normally put like clip it in, but 1, my clip is over there and I don't feel like getting it, and 2, my hair looks really ugly when I do that. So I didn't want to do it for this because I didn't want my hair to look ugly. So I really like ColourPop shadows. If you've watched some of my other couple makeup videos, you know they're one of my favorite brands. And they make it, the thing is, they're all cruelty-free. Their skincare line is entirely cruelty-free and vegan. And honestly, they're a really nice brand. And They make it very easy on your website to tell if something is vegan or not. They have a little symbol next to all their products on if it is vegan. And there we go. So this is blending very nicely. I really like all the products from them that I've tried. Of course, I only buy them based on reviews from people that like try a lot of their stuff. So I know what I'm gonna get is gonna be good, but yeah. Peter, you're in the way. This new stool that I brought over is the new favorite thing. But anyways, yeah, back to the vegan thing. I really want to help animals, but there's a point where the animals, like the chickens, don't get hurt if you eat the eggs. And I know that my reasoning was that they're mistreated a lot because they're in tiny cages, but it's really hard to tell. I will try and eat local if I do eat eggs or cheese or stuff, but sometimes I just have to, like, sometimes it's such a hassle to not eat vegan. And I'm sorry, I should have put a trigger warning that I was talking about food. I'll try and remember to put that at the start of this section. Smee! He just attacked me. Of when I start talking about food and stuff, because I know that's triggering for some people. Next, I'm gonna go in with Little Frog, this shade right here. It's like a sequin shade, so it's matte, but it has micro glitters in it. I know a lot of people don't like those shades just from watching some YouTube. I personally don't mind them. They blend out looking a lot like mattes. A lot of people wouldn't mix these shades, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna mix it, and I think it's gonna look fine. So there's only one matte with micro glitter in this palette. And I don't know why you guys aren't here to talk about makeup, but makeup is an outlet for me. It's one of the few things that makes me calm. I like to watch some YouTube and do my makeup, and it makes me calm. And that's one of the things that helps me. So I can be in a really deep time, but I've like gotten up and done my makeup because that's one thing that helps me, you know? That's one thing that just makes me feel a little bit better. And we all need those things, and I've been made fun of for liking makeup. Especially now that I'm gender fluid, people are like, why do you still wear makeup? You know, you're not a girl. But makeup is for everyone, you know? There's not certain people that can wear makeup and certain people that cannot wear makeup. I like makeup, so I'm gonna wear it. And lastly, I'm taking, oh, I forgot to mention this brush. It's just a BH Cosmetics brush, and this is an e.l.f. brush. Their eyeshadow C brush, that's what it's called. And this is what it looks like. It's just like a flat brush. I'm gonna take the shade Float Your Crib, which is this dark green, and I'm gonna put this in my outer corner. So I don't know why I'm like making this a tutorial. It's really just talking. So how are you guys? Like, honestly, let me know in the comments. I'll try and reply to most of them. I haven't been in my comment section lately because I was trying to just not log onto YouTube at all because I knew my views would be down because I wasn't posting. And YouTube's really mean to people that don't post. They like stop promoting your videos and stuff, which like I wish they could understand that like I'm taking a break. Like I will be back. But YouTube is very, like there is some fallout, I'll wipe that away in a minute. But YouTube is very like, oh, if you don't post, we won't promote your videos. But like, one, it's a job for some people and they should get time off. And it's a hobby for me, so I shouldn't even be worrying about it. But I am worrying about it, you know? So now I'm gonna take the shade Sipping Soup. It's this green shimmer. And I'm gonna take it on my middle finger. And I'm gonna put it like on the outer edge and middle area. Basically, YouTube is not nice to people that don't post. Another YouTuber that I watch recently took a little bit of a break too, and her views plummeted. So it's very much like if you take a break, YouTube's not your friend. Now I'm taking the shade Right Hand Mando. So this one right here, I'm just putting it in the inner portion and kind of mixing it with that green that was there. Taking some of the shade Babyface and just mixing that, kind of just dusting it over. So I really like the eye look, but obviously there's a lot of fallout. I normally don't experience that much fallout with ColourPop palettes, but I'm gonna go get like a napkin and some makeup remover and I'll be right back. So I have this Pacifica Rose Water Micellar Water, and I have like a napkin, and I'm gonna put some of it on the napkin and then just wipe away the fallout. I had this really pretty like periwinkle purple eye look today, and I wish I'd filmed that, but I didn't film it. Because this is slightly prettier than this look, which I like this look, but it's just, that look is one of my favorite that I've ever done. And I only filmed like 1 or 2 TikToks with it. This is not wanting to come off. Sorry, I'm tugging at my face so much. I'm saying sorry to myself because it's not good. So this is the ColourPop liquid liner, just the normal one. And I'm just gonna line my eye. Small thin line of black. Not doing a wing or anything. Okay, so I went away for a second while I did that eyeliner because it's really hard to focus. Hey Mish, you're on my stool and you're playing with my brushes. Why are you doing that? These guys go home 2 days from when I'm filming this. or Hamish and Hubert at least, and I'm so excited. Their new owners seem so nice, and I'm so excited for them to go live in their forever homes because they can't stay here forever because they're too big. And hopefully I'll be getting some new kittens soon. Should I do a good old-fashioned introduction video when I get them? Because I feel like I used to do more of those. Sorry, I zoomed out just slightly because we're moving on to the face. So for primer, I'm using the Catrice Prime and Fine Aqua Fresh Hydro Primer. And I used this in my last tutorial, I think. That's the only product I remember that I used for sure. And it was relatively new when I got it last time, but it is not new. I've used at least half of this up. It's one of my favorite primers. It's very cheap, but it's so good. It's very hydrating, but it's slightly tacky, so that it makes a good base for makeup. So the new foundation I'm going to be using today is the Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation. This is actually a new product. I heard about it and it sounded like something I would be interested in, so I got it. I hope this is a good shade match for me. It's the lightest shade, which the lightest shade is usually about my foundation shade. It looks like a decent match. This is a medium coverage product. It smells kind of fresh. I don't know how to describe the scent. It doesn't have a strong scent. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm giving you a makeup review. I'm not really. So I'm using my incredibly ratty old e.l.f. sponge, which really isn't that old, but I spilled liquid latex on it. So now it's kind of bad. Or like I got a couple drops of liquid latex on it. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely a lighter coverage product. Like, it's not my most full coverage foundation, but it's pretty nice. I would say like light to full coverage. Light to medium coverage, that's what I meant to say. I need to replace this e.l.f. sponge, but I cleaned it today, so it's slightly less ratty than it was. But I do need to replace it because you got to replace your sponges relatively often. So you can see like it's not covering up this pimple that I picked out a ton, so now it's like a scab. Don't do what I do, folks. Anyway, I kind of wish I was live right now while chatting to you. Like, I know I need to upload a video, but sometimes it's really fun to just chat with you guys live. I should do that more often. I'm almost at 1,000 on TikTok, so then I can live stream over there. I'm thinking I might want like a slight second layer because you can still see quite a bit of my freckles here. So I'm just gonna kind of plop that and kind of on my forehead a little bit and my chin, kind of everywhere, just one more pump and do like a second layer. So this is pretty light coverage. It looks really pretty so far. It's just a lighter coverage. I kind of wish I was using the Stay Naked foundation right now because it's a little bit fuller coverage and that's kind of what I was wanting for this look, but I really wanted to try this because I've used that one a couple times and I haven't used this one at all yet because I literally got it yesterday. And today I needed my full coverage foundation because I was wearing a mask of it. And I was not going to wear a new foundation to go wear a mask because I need foundations I trust a lot. This is looking really pretty. I like it. So I have this Milani bronzer, but I also have this Flower Beauty like blush balm. And I kind of want to put that on first because it's a cream. So I'm going to unscrew this. This is the shade, where is it? Bubbly. And so I'm going to squeeze some of that onto my back of my hand. Just a little bit. And now, my favorite way to apply cream brushes is with my fingers. Woo, that's pigmented. I've heard it shears out quite a lot though, so. Like, I have watched, I don't watch big beauty YouTubers, but I watch some smaller ones. And they rave about this. So, woo, that's a lot, but it's really pretty. Like, I know it's a lot, but, because I went in with a good amount. That's really pretty though, I like it, I'm a fan. I am a fan. It's pretty watery. I'm not a big cream blush person, just because it's so much easier to use powders in my opinion. But this is really pretty. I got the bright pink because that's the one Kelly Gooch has, which is one of the YouTubers I watch and looks so pretty on her. So I got it. I might pick up some more colors of this. Like, I don't have multiple colors in a lot of products, but these are relatively inexpensive. They're like $10, which I get is, you know, it's a chunk of money, but this is really pretty. I like it. I'm gonna put some on my forehead too. I like to blush like everywhere. And I got a little bit too much of this product out, so I'm kind of just trying to use it up because we don't want to waste. Even though like I'm never gonna go through that entire tube of product. It's quite a big tube. And like, I don't use cream blush that often. I look quite blushed up. It looks slightly a lot in person, but it looks really good on camera. So once I bronze up my forehead, I think it'll tone down the blushiness on my forehead because I think I put too much on my forehead. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set with CoverGirl True Blend powder. I cannot talk today. And this is like a puff that comes in the Maybelline Fit Me powders, which I don't support Maybelline, they're not cruelty free, but I still have some of their powders. I forgot concealer. Wow. I really hope this blends nice over powder because I just realized I totally forgot concealer. Well, I'm gonna use the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. I was like, why is that blemish not covered? Because I'm not wearing concealer. I am kind of stupid for forgetting that. Seems to be blending nice over the powder though, which is really fortunate. Good job, Milani. I really like Milani. They're a nice brand. Because of the lights, my dark circles are quite big. So I'm gonna put a little bit more of this on, even though normally that would be enough. And of course I'm covering up all the blush I just put on. I'll have to put on a little bit more, I guess. I don't know. Sorry this is so chaotic. I am trying to do a tutorial, I guess, a little bit, but not really. I don't know. That actually looks pretty good. It toned down the blush in a pretty way. Okay. Now, we're actually gonna put powder on. We're actually gonna do it this time. Anyway, what was I talking about? Like, I don't support Maybelline because they're not cruelty-free, but I do still have a little bit of their powder. Like, I have like 4 of their Maybelline Fit Me powders because it was like my go-to powder. And then I've like stopped buying from not cruelty-free brands. And so, of course, I've been wanting to use up those powders, so I've just been working through them. But I'm on my last one and I'm like almost out of it. So after that, I'll start using this more regularly. You can see I haven't used it much, pretty much only for these tutorials. The couple ones that I've done. I filmed one more that I'm actually gonna post, but that, I was a mess in that. It was like before we had found out the election results. No, it was not. I was a mess. My mental health was very bad and I'm just not gonna post myself in that state, you know? I'm debating a little more blush because it's not blushy enough, you know? Oh, I brought over another blush so we can put that on in a minute. There's a little bit over it. This blush bomb is very pretty. I do recommend it. Okay, so we're gonna use my bronzer brush, and this is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. This is really pretty. I tried this for the first time today and I really liked it. So I'm using it again. It's pretty. Anyway, what else do I want to talk about for my life? So hopefully we'll get Peter Harris and Darling adopted, plus Dobby and Merida, but Dobby and Merida I don't have right now. And once we get them adopted, then I can get more kittens. Darling and Peter. If I still have Darling and Peter, my mom will let me get more kittens, but if I have Harris or any of the Braves too, she won't let me. So this is the Hourglass blush in the shade Luminous Flush. My mom was very nice to buy this for me once. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this over top of that blush because I like blush, if you can't tell. And so I put on way too much. My cheeks look so flat without a ton of it. By the way, I just noticed Harris has been in my lap. Harris is in my lap, and he wasn't there when I started filming, but he's probably been there for a while. He's really cute. I'm not gonna hold him up because he's like in my lap and I don't want to disturb him, but just pointing that out. So I'm going back into the Mandalorian palette, and I'm basically just gonna put the same shades I used on the upper lash line on the lower lash line with the same brushes and everything, just pinching the brush a little bit. People that use like different sets of, like 2 different sets of brushes for the upper and lower lash line. Peter just ran into something. Like, how do you do that? Like, you gotta wash double the brushes. I just use the same ones. What do you guys want for Christmas? I want this like Grinch makeup set. Like Kylie Cosmetics did a collaboration with the Grinch and I really want it. I like haven't supported Kylie Cosmetics just because I don't really support the Kardashians, but that collection is so cute. I'm probably gonna ask for it. It's just so cute. And I know like I don't need green eyeshadow. I already have some, but it's really cute and I want it. Yeah, okay, next up, mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess. I don't know if this is the same tube as the last makeup tutorial I did. That was several months ago, so I hope it's not the same tube. But I know like this one's toward the end of its life, which you're not supposed to keep mascaras for more than 3 months, which I try and stick to. Like I try and only have 1 mascara open. Right now I have 2. I have this one in the Milk Kush Makeup Mascara, like the mini love one that I was given as like a birthday gift, but I didn't get it until like way after my birthday. So that's why I still have it open. And this one's almost at the end of its life. And then I'll grab another one of these because this is my favorite mascara. Wow, I just got a bunch of dots in my upper lash line. We will come back to that. I forgot to bring my brow pencil over. That's what I forgot. I'll go get that in a minute. Poor Harris will have to move. I'm sorry, Harris. Yeah, this mascara is definitely at the end of its life. Like, I'm dunking in a ton and it's like not being very good, which this is a good mascara, so you would know. But if you're dunking in a ton and not that much is happening, yeah, it's at the end of its life. So I'm gonna go grab my brow products and I'll be right back. So I got a NYX brow pencil to try at CVS, but brow products are another thing that I only like to have 1 open at a time. So I'm still on this, using this e.l.f. brow pencil. It's like my go-to brow pencil, but I wanted to try the NYX one, but I'm gonna wait until I'm done with this one. So I'm just gonna fill in my brows and I'll be right back. And actually, while I film my brows, we'll have a conversation about why I don't have my brows plucked. That's because body hair is natural. My movie recording just stopped automatically because I've been filming too long, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep talking now that I'm re-recording. So what I was saying is that body hair is natural and that you should not feel forced to shave or pluck or trim or cut or whatever any hair on your body. It's natural. Do whatever you want with it. Whether it's on your head and you style it, or it's on your legs and you just leave it there and don't mind it, or whether it's on your legs and you want to style it. You can do that too. And so I do fill in my brows, but I also have little hairsies. I don't know if you can see, but I have little hairsies that are there that are outside of my brows. And guess what? That is natural. And I don't feel like plucking it. One, because I don't have a good pair of tweezers, and two, because I don't want to. So that is that. Hi, Harris. He's like right outside the camera frame. So if you see his head, that's because he's there. Okay, so now I'm using this Morphe brow gel. I don't really like it. It's meh. But it's the only brow gel I have. I've been using it for, this is like 2 years old, so I really need to throw it away. I've been using it for like 6 months solid, and it's not empty yet. It's not even close to empty because I'm still wiping off extra product before I use it, because there's so much extra product that comes up. I'm probably gonna try the Essence brow gel after this because I've heard that's good. Essence is very good for like staple products. I also have one of their blushes and that's nice too. Now we're gonna do highlight, and you can see I showed the highlight earlier. This is the ColourPop X Disney highlight. I just dropped the lid. In the shade A Smile and a Song. I really like this highlighter. It's really good. I'm trying to use it up. I don't know, you know, that won't happen for a while, but I'm pretty good. So I like this highlighter because it's kind of like a cream to powder hybrid. You can't see the swatch. You can just see the remainder of the blush that was on my hand. Okay, so I'm just gonna take some of this highlight. I'm one for a blinding highlight. I know it's not everyone's preference, but it sure is my preference. I really like it. So, and it looks like a lot right now, but it will tone down after we put on setting spray. I'm also gonna go back to the Mandalorian palette and just grab this shade Precious Cargo. It's like a light sparkly shade. Just put it in my inner corner here. Just brighten it up a little bit. I could use a brush for this, but again, it's one more brush to dirty. I'm all a fan for using your fingers for your makeup. Yeah, just knocked over my foundation. Good thing the lip was on. Now I'm going to take my sponge and my Anastasia Dewy Set setting spray. It is so refreshing because I'm kind of hot right now. Probably because of the ring light. Now, for lipstick, you guys are gonna laugh. I'm not laughing. This is a lipstick that has tape on it instead of a cap. This is a brand new lipstick. I got it yesterday. I have not used it yet. They knocked it off, one of the cats knocked it off my vanity this morning. Like the cap came off and I can't find the cap now. Sorry, Harris is playing with my viewfinder. The focus was going all weird. That's because he was activating the touchscreen. One of them knocked off this lipstick and I lost the cap. So now I have a taped lipstick and it's sad. Fortunately, the lipstick itself was rolled down and didn't get ruined, but the cap got lost. So I'm gonna line my lips. Okay, this is a nice lipstick. Not the most hydrating I've ever used, but it's decent. The star of the show is this Luxe Gloss in the shade Ticklish. It's from ColourPop. I know this doesn't look like it'll match, but I think it'll make a nice tint on top. I love the Luxe Glosses. I recently got a duo, and this is my first time trying this color. So I zoomed you guys out a little bit, and that's pretty much gonna be it for this kind of chatty makeup tutorial. Get ready with me. I don't really know, just this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that I'll be back to some regular uploads, but they may not be cat related because I just don't know if I feel like researching and doing all that for a video. I'm hoping to get one of like Smee's daily routine or how I take care of Smee. But yeah, I've been reading a lot, so maybe I can do one about the books that I've been liking. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for more kitten related and other content. I do have a Venmo, PayPal, and Amazon wishlist linked in the description below that you can donate to if you would like to help save my kitties, but no pressure whatsoever. Just thank you if you do decide to donate. I upload on Sundays, and if I can't upload then I upload whenever I want to. Please leave any thoughts or questions that you have. Hi Peter and Darling up here down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching again, and goodbye!